Can you work that out? The clap, mate. Everything all right? I can't believe you... Just can't
That's how he motivates himself in the morning.
Plate of biscuits, is it?
Wow. Yes.
What episode are we on? 6?
Yeah.
Because we filmed 5 not long ago, so it feels a bit weird. So it's good to have you back.
Can't believe you filmed 5 without me.
Well, we didn't physically have room for you.
Yeah.
So.
What are you trying to say? I'm fat.
No, it was just so...
Why are you pulling that face?
What does that mean? I'm so nervous about tonight.
Hello, mate.
No, I am nervous about tonight.
Let's at least just tell everybody who he is first,
Yeah.
and then we can talk about that.
Who is?
Why are you nervous?
This guy.
Who the fuck's this guy?
Who's this guy? Hello, mate.
Hello, mate.
You all right? Welcome.
Thanks.
You happy to be here?
Really overly happy
You've
to
been
be
like
here.
well looking forward to it.
You're so
Literally.
excited.
Honestly, you know, like they say, don't ever meet your idols. I still haven't. That's not going to go well, is it? No, genuinely, obviously, you lot are some of my best friends, so it makes it even funnier when I'm watching stuff.
Some.
Yeah, not everybody.
I want to know
Name
who.
names. Well, there's one person that's upset with this evening, but we won't go into that.
That's me.
Is it?
Yeah, I said something mean.
But no, obviously I've watched every single one of them and tried to share it with as many people.
You're a champion, aren't
Bombarding people at work and stuff, so
you?
to the point that people are like, if you go on, can you shout me out? I'm like,
Who said that? Come on.
huh?
Shout them out.
Do it now.
Should I shout them out?
Just
Yeah.
one. Just one.
Do it
Just
now.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, now they're going to be like,
No
no, fuck do you
blokes.
pick Rachel over me?
Yeah, no
Okay.
blokes.
No blokes?
No blokes.
No, nobody then.
Well, you've been texting me all week saying you were looking forward to it, so I'm glad that you're finally...
I just realised I just slurped my drink, by the way.
That's
Sorry
fine.
about
That's everything.
What's your name? Mitch.
that. Yep. Yeah, no, I have
okay.
genuinely been really, really looking forward to it. So it looks like good fun, and I know we've been
It is.
swapping some messages about stuff to talk about and stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
And to
should
get
be.
one of the boys in with the rest of the boys.
yeah.
Well, one of us isn't the boys, is it?
Are you glad he's back?
I tell you what, mate. I tell you what. Having an episode without him there, it was like going on a little mini break. It was like going to the south of France, a little villa, having just a relaxing time, and now I'm back to fucking Slough or what was it, fucking Grimsby or fucking I don't know.
Why is Grimsby your go-to
Yeah, you
place?
go there all the time.
Yeah,
That's
it
where I
sounds-
teleport to.
Have you ever been to actual Grimsby?
No,
No,
Why
but
would
the
I
people
wanna-
in Grimsby hate you. You know that, don't you?
Specifically you.
Always
Tubby one, it
bad-mouths Grimsby, and I don't know why. It's
Oh yeah,
never
for all
been-
our Grimsby fans.
Yeah.
All the people from Grimsby.
you can't call them fans.
Oh yeah, we learnt that on
Really?
the,
No, you
on
can't
previous
call people.
podcasts.
Like if people are watching this, they're not fans. They're viewers.
Viewers.
Okay.
They get pissed off if you call them fans.
Internet,
Really?
internet friends.
How do you know that?
What's the difference between a viewer and a fan then? When do you become a fan?
When you start shitting on people's doorsteps and stuff.
Yeah, and leaving that with gift baskets. and things.
I must be a fan of a lot of things.
Yeah, don't make a public habit out of doing things like that.
No, I better pick that bag up from the front door.
As you leave tonight.
Yeah. Oh, damn it.
So I texted you today and said we're going to start with guilty pleasures. Do you want to kick that
I
off?
dread to think
that's all, folks.
what Joel is going to come out with.
The stuff he was coming out with in the chat was just
Yeah, interesting.
yeah.
Go on then. So what would you
your
say
guilty
is
pleasure?
a guilty pleasure?
Of mine?
Yeah. You've had all day to think about it.
Probably ice cream, sweets, and some Netflix.
Okay.
That's
What you love.
It's a bit fucking tame.
It is a bit.
well, what was you expecting?
I was expecting you to be like that would be the start of the sentence while I mush it all over my naked body while listening to Justin Bieber. Like that's.
Does he look like he listens to
No,
Justin
but
Bieber?
that's the thing. It's a guilty pleasure. Fuck, it's your game, mate.
Yeah. Good point.
Did you know what he was asking when you asked him? Because
Yeah.
it doesn't really look like you do.
Leave me alone. I'm the host. I ask the questions.
Seriously, this is I'm nervous about today. So,
What's yours?
Well,
no, I'm just not about my question. I'm just nervous about this whole podcast experience. I mean, there's a lot of shade being thrown
we're
already.
really nearly like 5 minutes in.
I know.
Yeah.
Relax.
But it's going to literally be a Royal Rumble of abuse.
Told you to relax.
Yeah, it's 20 minutes to fucking survive.
Because the entire time that we were
Strap
setting
yourselves
up,
in, boys. See you at the end.
well, I think we know each other a little too well, like us four. It's too easy to just fire some. Whereas episode 5, we had 2 girls on that obviously you didn't know at all, and I'd only met one of, and then that was a little bit different.
Aren't you now stalking one of them?
Thing is, no matter how much I protest this now,
You need to just move on.
Yeah.
Don't accept or deny.
Yeah.
Let's just. What's your guilty pleasure?
stalking
Well, that took a real turn of events, didn't
Oh, sorry, bro.
What is your actual guilty pleasure?
This is the thing, because I was thinking like along the same lines. I was like, I love,
Along the same line.
of Joel, like not that, along the same line of Joel, like you get like a ridiculous amount of food, just fucking watch football or something, do something naughty. But then I was thinking, what does guilty pleasure actually define? So something you take pleasure out of, but then immediately feel like, oh no, I shouldn't have done that. But I take
Stalking.
that. No, but I take that from like, ever see someone outside in the rain, like pissing rain, and it's just like you're nice and warm and cozy, and they're like drenched down and all this, and a little bit of you is like, I'm nice and warm and toasty.
You laugh at people in the rain. Is what you just
But
said.
there's other things as well, like, if you're like going in an elevator and then someone's like, oh, hold the door, and you're like, oh no, it's closing, and it's like, bye.
As you wave at them as it's closing.
There's a small pleasure. You go, oh, I shouldn't have done that,
Yeah.
but fuck them. The Germans have got a term for that. It's called Schadenfreude, which means
Hang on, we ain't got to word games yet.
no,
Fucking
no.
calm
It's
down.
called Schadenfreude, which means happiness at the misfortune of others.
Why do you know
I feel like that's how Joel spends his life.
No.
You are the definition of Schadenfreude. Or
You're the
whatever
human
it is.
epitome of it.
Valid point.
Valid
It's
point.
a valid point.
Why?
Because it is, isn't it? And how long does it take you in this episode to go at him again?
I think we got to around 2 minutes, didn't we?
Well, even that, I don't think it was even that.
Alright, I'll stop at him.
Yes.
What's yours?
You're next. Boy.
Go on then.
Do your worst.
Go on.
Obviously, when you sent it me to have a think about, I did a similar thing, did a bit of research, sort of what is a guilty pleasure.
Didn't realise we had to research it.
No, well, it's probably the.
I mean, there's
best
good
thing
people
to do.
on the podcast, and there's not so good people on the podcast. So please continue.
This I would just strap in.
Just remember, you've already set up.
This is going to be
We're
a
letting you stay.
wild ride. I don't know, really. I think that it can be some sort of music or something that you probably like that other people don't like. So I think for me, probably guilty pleasure is probably like really heavy screamo music.
Really?
Yeah, I really, really, really like it. Like,
Horrible.
especially sort of like first thing in the morning or on the way home from work. Literally just turn my
Like
music
proper,
right up, like literally
shrieky.
like can't even understand what they're saying. Just like makes me feel horrible. The thing is with that though is that we're gonna get really wanky now. I really appreciate like the music in the background because the musicians are at such a different level to like a pop culture level.
It's just the twonk that's decided to scream over the top of it that's the issue.
Yeah, exactly. And I think if obviously there was somebody singing normally over the top of it, people probably wouldn't have as much of a view on it as they do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's probably because it's not something that everybody
No, it's
would
not
necessarily listen to.
not for
Not
everybody,
many
is it?
people at all, no.
No.
Do you listen to it to get hyped before a game?
No, actually,
No.
quite the opposite.
What do you?
Just to annoy me when we're travelling together sometimes.
Oh, what you play it with other people in the car as well?
Yeah.
Well, it depends who's in the car.
Does Stacey like it?
No, no, not at all. Although she's not as adverse to it as you might think, but no.
You don't put it on when you have like family dinners at home and stuff.
Not really. No.
Background music.
I did it once, and my mum started headbanging everywhere. I was like, "It's time to
That's
turn
enough.
this off."
That's
Yeah,
enough of that.
Started kicking doors in and stuff. So,
Okay.
yeah.
That's a good guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
How would you know?
I don't know, sweet boy. Like,
I thought you'd just been really nice to him then. I don't know, sweet boy.
That's one of the best insults I've ever had.
You were a bit like, I like ice cream.
And sweet.
Guilty.
Come on in, Buck.
Cool.
What's
No, I
yours?
don't have to answer it.
No.
you do.
What's
You
your
do.
guilty
Nothing
pleasure?
happens until you say.
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
I
We
thought
will
I was
create
in
a
charge.
united
We're all
front.
sitting here like that.
Just ignoring me.
Yep.
You know I can talk though. I'll just talk for the remaining half of this.
Do you really want to waste the first 10 minutes? Because
No.
you know we will sit here.
Okay, I did have one in reserve because I knew this would happen.
Reserve.
So,
Here's one I prepared earlier. All right, Blue Peter.
Found
calm
it on
down, bloody
Google.
hell.
Heart attack.
John Mayer.
What?
John Mayer.
Nice.
John Mayer. Love a little.
Yeah.
Can
Clicky
really,
fingers.
Can really get into that, yeah. And when I'm like, I'll walk along like, you know, do you ever time your walk
To
to
what
the
you're
beat of
listening
music?
to.
So I do that in the mornings to the station to John Mayer.
I can't do that to a bit of screamo. I just end up running around everywhere like.
Why are you sweating so much?
Yeah. Do you know, it sounds a bit morbid. One of my favourite things from John... This sounds like we've actually set this up, but we haven't. It's quite a good coincidence. Did you ever watch Michael Jackson's funeral? Again, sounds morbid. The
No.
story will get better.
Okay.
John Mayer actually played Human Nature, but did like a musical version
Oh,
of it.
okay.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
I like that. Might have to add that to my morning playlist. John Mayer just really gets me going in the morning on the way to work. Gets me in a good...
I like the idea that you move along to
Oh,
the...
do you not? Have you not ever done that?
Oh, I've done it to the Bee Gees.
And you're like,
Yeah, it's nice.
Sorry, what was that? You sat funny.
are you in pain?
Haters gonna hate on the voice.
Oh, God.
Oh dear. Okay,
That
well
was
that,
actually, your falsetto was quite good there.
Thank
to be
you.
fair.
it
I'll give
wasn't
you that.
bad.
It's
It
fine.
wasn't bad.
I got you. It's fine.
Well, that broke the ice.
Yeah, it did.
Like a fat
I
polar
feel,
bear.
I feel like you could have done better, but it's alright.
Yeah, polar bears are now just walking into towns in Russia. This is a thing now. Like they're just apparently the climate change got so bad. Like northern parts of Russia, polar bears are just rolling up, and people are like, "Fuck, we can't do anything" because they're endangered.
In black tap BMWs. Just like
We've adapted, motherfucker.
adapt, overcome. Yeah, I definitely knocked myself. That's twice I've knocked it. Can you do something with this, please?
Yeah.
So
Done.
I had another thought today. Well, I actually read it somewhere, which
Don't know
was
yourself.
so if you had to, which one of your five senses would you give up, and
That is a
why?
very good one.
And why? Now I know for a fact that like I would rule out sight immediately because being friends with all you helmets, like every group picture and stuff we took, you lot would just have me facing the wall. Can you imagine?
Oh my god!
I'd be.
Oh my god, that would be the best thing ever.
I'd be. Have you ever seen that thing of it's like at an awards and Stevie Wonder is facing the wrong way and it's like, is anyone going to turn Stevie round?
I love the idea of him.
Just facing the wrong way. But we put his hat the right way around.
What do you imagine, guys?
You look cracking, mate.
Every picture you've ever taken with me is just you right at the back of my head.
The thing is, it's real commitment to us because we know he'll never enjoy that photo.
Do you know what? I thought this. I was thinking this on the way home, walking home from work, and I was genuinely laughing like this to myself, thinking all the things that you lot would do to me if I was blind. Would just have me like, yeah, smile, mate, put your thumbs up, or just facing the wall in the corner. So, okay, definitely, I would rule sight out for those reasons.
I think I'd go for something like taste. I think, and
Really?
that sucks. I know. Well, I think it's either taste or smell.
So that's what mine would be.
Yeah,
would
mine
be
would be
smell.
But I think smell kills your taste anyway, doesn't it? Like if you
Yeah.
block up your
Yeah.
nose, that's kind of your taste gone.
So the two kind of come hand in hand. But for me, like I love the smell of like good aftershave and good perfume. That's like a big thing for me. So I'd struggle to rule out smell entirely. But then I suppose when you put it in the grand scheme of things, with like whether you can see or hear, I suppose it's a bit different, isn't it? It's like, oh, you got hit by a car because you didn't see or hear it coming. So yeah, but I smelt good doing it.
Fucking hell. Jesus Christ.
The thing, smell's a funny one, isn't it? Like because years and years later, you can smell something like, and it will take you back to like a memory or something, or even something so stupid as, and it's going to sound really stupid, but I bought Lynx deodorant, and it's the chocolate one.
Yeah.
And they bought that out years and years and years ago, and I sprayed it for the first time because I've not used it for a while. Not deodorant in general, just a chocolate one. I get that in there before someone tries to be like, oh, you know, use deodorant.
I went through a stank phase.
Yeah.
I love how that's the level we've set. That's the bar.
Having to justify everything before you say it.
It's going to be like that tonight.
And and literally then just takes you back to like a memory, or do you know what I mean? It's
What
crazy.
Memory, what memory
it's
did
crazy
it take
that
you
it
back
evokes
to?
it, huh?
What memory did you go back to?
I can't remember now, genuinely, but
It wasn't that good of a one.
at the time I remembered it. Obviously,
It is. You're absolutely right, because like the breakout area at my job smells exactly like my art room at school, and I don't know why, but like as soon as I went into the breakout, it like you said, it immediately flipped me back to being like in the art room at school. It was like really kind of bizarre, but you are right, it does do that. But then I also think music does the same thing.
yeah.
I remember Head and Shoulders Rainforest Flowers, and that
Yours or
That is very specific.
yeah, and I used to love that
The 500 milliliter bottle.
because there was a friend of mine who got on like a house on fire, would wear it, and it would remind me of our relationship and our friendship that we had, which was like, and it would literally, I'd be like, oh, it's great. But that is the exact.
yeah. I mean, it's like when you break up with someone, it kind of ruins their perfume for you forever, doesn't it?
Yeah.
See, now I think about it, I think taste probably then is the better one to use, because how often do you like lick something and think, oh, that reminds me of? Do you know what I mean?
Well, food.
Huh?
Food.
But you just take it.
Then you're just eating for the sake of it.
Yeah.
But that surely would be
Like
better.
smelling is just like.
You would
I
then
think I could just do without it.
Yeah, but you would then eat for the purpose of
And
fueling your body, as
That
opposed
fart
to
that you did earlier, I wouldn't have to smell that.
That's true. You'd be, all of us would be dispersing and gagging, and you'd just be sitting merrily amongst it, it's like it had never happened.
I'm king of gospel. I don't know why I did that. It's because we were talking about it.
It's okay. Don't worry. It's fine. Things happen.
Okay, so what are we going with?
I
think I would go taste.
I'd go taste.
I think I've been converted to taste.
Nah, smell.
Yeah, all right.
Definitely smell.
Okay.
Because food's a big thing. Like,
Yeah,
smell, I feel like
but at least if you got
you don't go. I could go the whole day and not like have a moment thinking about that. Like smell is really nice.
You'd never be able to
whatever.
smell
But
fresh
I don't think
meadows.
we'd be able to
I'm not
taste
like,
things
we're
well
not-
if you had
Yeah,
no
but you
smell.
would, if you had smell, at least you'd still have an element of being able to smell the food.
Yeah, so you could smell.
Whereas if you didn't have what? What did you say? Smell or taste?
He doesn't.
said
You want to lose smell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Yeah, so you were
So
right.
what I'm saying I was right with what I was saying.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Is with smell, then you can still smell the food that you're going to eat, although you might not taste it. Whereas because you've got no smell, you won't be able to taste what you're eating.
It's like having a
Of
cold.
course you will.
It's like having a cold and
When
eating food.
exactly. When you have a cold and you've got a blocked nose or whatever, you can't. Your taste buds are less.
Not as good, but I'm still
Not as
tasting
what?
stuff.
No,
So
you're lying.
Not as good.
You're lying.
Wait,
You might as well.
But when you've got a cold, you can't taste anything.
no, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
You're
In
an
a cold,
idiot.
that's
That's
what
the ashtray.
that's what
You're
a
an
cold
idiot.
is for. You just eat dirt.
It does.
Ah,
It might not get rid of it completely, but
thank
it does.
you.
It does.
Point proven.
It does dumb it
Shall
down.
we move on?
So basically, we all said different things to him, and he's not happy about
He's,
that.
he's
No,
thrown
I'm
his.
all
he's-
right with it.
What's happened is he's
You
thrown
can't
his
taste
dummy
good
out.
food.
He's having a tantrum.
Alright, should we go out for dinner? No point.
Well, yeah, I can
Well,
still
you
go
can't
out for
smell
dinner.
it. You'd be sat there going, "Oh, I wonder what I'm going to get because I can't smell it." And
Well,
we're sat there going,
it tastes
"This smells brilliant."
But
No,
then,
but it tastes even better.
but then you could team up, and you could be like, "Oh, this smells good. Order that," and then you eat
Hey,
it.
team.
So also it means you'd have to test stuff with your tongue all the time. So at the minute you can go, "Does that smell alright? Yeah, that smells fine. I'll eat that." You haven't got that, so you'll have to go, "Does that taste alright?" No, it doesn't taste alright. Yeah, exactly.
Food poisoning 6 times a week.
Yeah.
Oh, that smells lovely, but tastes shit.
Yeah, but
No, but no. You're, this
No.
is a
Yeah.
testing phase. Like you go to a bit of meat or something and you smell it and you go, "Oh no,
that's off."
That's
Yeah.
off." Or a bit of cheese, you go, "Ah,
Yeah.
No, you've
you're
got
going
to
to
go. You've got to
have
go.
to put it in your mouth.
The good thing with that
No, the idea of seeing him in the kitchen getting stuff out the fridge, just going, "No, it's not." No.
Oh,
is,
that's
the
off.
good thing is you still got your sight, so I can look at the expiry date. Fuck off. Thank you.
Yeah, but that don't always apply.
That's all, folks.
Like expiry dates don't always. You can go beyond them sometimes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Right.
So then your point
then-
is invalid.
So look, I'll stick to that. It's never gone off then, is it?
I'll be facing the wall with expired food.
Just an empty packet.
Hoping for the best.
You said the word meat.
Oh yes,
like-
meat. There's a meat
I like
challenge.
what you did there.
Yeah.
I like what you did.
Segway. It's my
So, have
specialty.
you seen the meats?
He has.
The previous
he said
meats.
he's seen them all.
You've seen them all.
So you know what the meat is. The meat.
The meat. It's a weird thing. I don't think people necessarily clock onto what it is.
How can you not? It's like a strange thing in the middle of the podcast.
Well, I don't know. You tell him right now because he looks perplexed.
It looks
Shaking
majorly
your face
confused.
when it's loose.
Oh right, yeah.
There it is.
Your jowliness. Jowly. What? So is this a question of whether I can do it?
Yes.
Yeah, so we need an example from one of our professionals. I can't do it. So my
Okay.
face isn't
I did it last time, I think.
weighty enough.
Yeah.
I've got.
I did it
I've
last
got
time.
quite
I haven't
chunky
got
cheeks,
enough.
to be fair.
I'm not your fucking tongue, mate. You test it. You do
yeah,
it.
you're the taste one. So
You're the meat guy, so
what?
the poultry geist.
Please don't. Please don't slosh any spit at me while you do it. That'd be fantastic.
Well, you want me to do it or not?
I haven't asked you to do it. These are.
No,
So do you know what it needs to be?
the poultry
guy.
geist.
There you go. What?
Go on.
Nothing. You crack on.
That is filthy, isn't it?
It's horrible.
Right.
And you?
Gotta do what I'm laughing.
To wrap up part one.
Relax.
As I, from
Just-
being so dizzy, just collapse and headbutt the side of the table.
We could slow-mo it too. You can do it.
not
Arguably,
bad.
I think you're probably the best person
I think
we've
that's
had
it,
on.
but Martin was good at it. I can't do it.
Yeah, it's hysterical.
So,
You can't relax, can you?
No.
Can't relax my face. There isn't enough of
you've
it
got
there.
you've got really slim cheeks as well. Like I've got quite.
Yeah, you can see
chunky
you
cheeks,
can see
so.
all the bones and the innards.
I didn't mean it like that, but it's fine.
But yeah. Right, well we've flown through part one.
Yeah, we have indeed.
Flying.
And nobody cried, which is good.
Alex is good, Clyde.
Yeah, there is time. It's gonna harmonise.
Okay, well, let's call part one off there before
Yes.
anything else happens.
This has
And
been
we'll,
bucking around.
I've wanted to do that so much.